to my channel. If you guys are coming from my vlog, welcome back. So I'm doing this get ready with me video today. It is our nikah anniversary, our 5-year nikah anniversary. I know, man, time flies. We were such babies when we got married. So yeah, I'm not gonna say too much. Hopefully by the time this video is up, the rest of our anniversary videos will be up as well. So I hope you guys take a look at that. So anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and start getting ready. I already did my hair. I have my dress on. Since we're gonna do like a dinner at home, I'm still dressed up, okay? I don't care if we're sitting at home. I'm still gonna be dressed up. But I just wanna keep my makeup a little bit more light. And by light, I mean like no sparkle. I don't wanna deal with glitter today. It's not that type. I'm just gonna do like a pretty basic type of bronzy eye. So yeah, all right, let's get started. I'm gonna go in with the No Pore Blum Touch and Soul Primer. I can't take responsibility for my skin getting messed up, so I have to blame it on Nazar. But no, seriously though, does this happen to you guys whenever you have like an event or like something important happening in your life? Your skin just starts breaking out, because that always happens to me. It sucks so bad. I'm just looking for a clip so I can clip this back. I'm just doing it the wrong way. All right. Okay, so in the areas that I have kind of like some blemishes going on, I'm going in with my Kevin Aquan Essential Skin Enhancer. This is in the shade SX11. I've talked about this before. It's basically, it's a concealer, but I like to use it as a corrector because it's like my skin tone and it corrects perfectly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dab it in the areas where my skin is acting stupid lately, and also a little bit underneath my eyes to help correct the darkness. Basically everywhere where I have pigmentation or hyperpigmentation, I'm gonna correct it. I also like to do like around my nose, because I don't know if this happens to you guys, but like I get redness around my nose sometimes. Tanya is just downstairs vacuuming. I don't even know. In this point of the day, I haven't seen the setup that he did yet. But if you guys want to see all that stuff, then make sure you watch that video if you haven't watched that vlog yet. But if you're coming from the vlog, you know what I'm talking about. Right now he's doing the cleaning process of whatever it is that he set up downstairs in like the kitchen, because we're doing like a candlelight dinner in our house. Because there's nothing we can do, man. COVID got us screwed up here in lockdown. We can't do shit. I really wanted to go somewhere like travel, but the places that I want to travel, I just don't feel comfortable traveling yet. So for foundation today, I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty in the shade 300. I'm not gonna do too much foundation because I am at home, but I'm just gonna do like this much and maybe even on my chin. So for concealer, I'm taking the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in the shade Ginger. Also like this area. I've been seeing like this hack on TikTok to like lift your concealer from the side, because it'll give you a more lifted look. Now I just want to tell you something about this. If you have mature skin, I don't recommend that you take your concealer all the way to your cheekbone, because that's where you have the most texture. So if you're putting concealer here, you're gonna emphasize like the textures there even more. So I would say to just stick to like the inner area if you're just trying to hide darkness. All right, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight the rest of my face with this. Okay, and then just to really brighten, I'm going in with the Tarte Concealer, and this is in the shade 22N, and I'm only putting like a dab of this in the same areas I concealed earlier. But since this is like a little bit of a lighter shade, actually it's a lot lighter, it's gonna just lift it up even more. Another thing I'm going to tell you about the concealer like over here trick that you've probably been seeing on TikTok as well. But if you do that like brightening concealer effect on this side, if you have a wide face, doing this is going to make this area look even wider, and it can also make your face look wider. Make sure you know what it's going to look like on your face shape before, because it's not like whatever you see in a video isn't going to look the same on you. So just keep that in mind. Alright, and now I'm just setting all this with the Too Faced Peach Perfect powder, and I'm using my damp sponge to set it. And I'm really just pushing this powder into my skin. I don't want to use a lot of powder today, but I am setting my entire face, but I'm just pushing it in with the damp sponge. Alright, to bronze up my face, I'm taking this Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette. I'm just doing like a really girly type of bronze contour. Oh, and by the way, I'm using the Morphe M530 brush. I rediscovered this in my brush collection, and I actually really like this brush. Okay, for my nose contour, I'm taking the Hoola Benefit bronzer, and it has this tiny little brush, and this is the mini, by the way. I really like the brush on the mini because it makes nose contour so easy. Like, look at how tiny this little brush is. And it's literally perfect. Like, see? That's as far as I'm gonna go with nose contour, but I am taking this light finishing powder from the Ambient Lighting palette, the middle light color, and I'm just gonna highlight with this. I don't want to overdo my makeup today, you guys. Yeah, and then I'm just kind of pushing it in because I don't want there to be harsh lines. Alright, I'm just gonna continue using the same palette because it's in front of me. I'm gonna use this shade for my blush. I feel like in the last like 3 makeup videos I've used this palette, but it is so freaking good. I'm so glad that I bought it. It is very pricey though, but it's worth it because it's good for like days where you want to be glam, but like soft glam, if you know what I mean. It's not like a harsh like in your face glam. It's just like a really nice princess vibes type of soft glam. You can contour with it, but it's not gonna be as strong. So like, see, I only use this and it still like looks contoured, but it's not overdone. Not saying that I don't like the overdone look, because I like that look too. It's just not what I'm going for right now. I'm gonna really quickly fill in my eyebrows, and I just have to like touch them up a little bit, and then we're gonna start with the eyes. I'm gonna do this part off camera because I don't want to bore you guys with that, but for the eye part of this look, it's gonna be very simple. I'm gonna come back and do highlighter at the very end. So for the eye look though, let me just tell you now, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Omrizy eyeshadow palette. This is definitely one of my new favorite eyeshadow palettes. I haven't tried an eyeshadow palette as good as this in a really long time. Alright, just in case you guys are wondering, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil now, and this is in the shade dark brown. So now I'm going to start with my eyeshadow. I'm taking this first shade right here called Wasted. That's going in my brow bone. Alright, and then I'm going to hit my inner corner right now as well with this shade. Now I'm going to use pretty much all the matte colors in here. I'm just going to make it like a really buffed out smoky crease. So I'm picking up the light shade first. Actually, I'm probably not even going to use all of the matte colors in here. I'm probably just going to use like the medium brown tones because I did say I was going to do like a bronzy look. But this is how far I'm taking my crease. You don't even need to do much work. It's all in the shadow and then the brush obviously, and the brush that I'm using is the Morphe M441 brush. It's just like a basic natural haired fluffy blending brush. Okay, and then now I'm just going into the shade Georgina. And then if I feel like it needs to be deepened up a little bit, then I'll take this one. But that's like the only shades that I'm using from this palette. Okay, so using a brush is useless. Just use your finger. Oh my god, this is so pretty. So now I'm just switching brushes and I'm going back into the brown shades that I used in the crease, and I'm using the brush that actually came with the palette, and I'm just doing this to kind of soften the edges. I don't want there to be any start and stop points of like the shades, and since they're all pretty much in the same color family, it'll work. Yeah, so this is it for the eye part. Like, I'm not gonna do more than this. I think this is perfectly fine. Now I'm just gonna hit it with my wing liner. I'm using Makeup by Mario, the liquid matte liner. And then if you mess up, just take one of these little pointy Q-tips. That's what I always use when I mess up. I haven't done wing liner in a little bit. I've been doing it with shadow, so I kind of lost my touch. Now I'm just dipping into this black shade from in here, and I'm just gonna slightly set on top of the eyeliner with the black shadow, just so that it doesn't look too like inky. So I'm just kind of like smoking it into the shadow. So I don't know if you can tell the difference, but this one looks a little bit more matte and like smoked out, and this one is a lot more defined. So I'm trying to like get rid of the definition slightly. Okay, now I'm taking the Shiseido micro liner and I'm just doing my inner corner thing. Whenever I go out in public, and I'm not even sizing it, but like if I go to a store or something like that, and I think it's because I wear masks and like the only thing you can see is somebody else's eyes, but whenever I have this style of eyeliner on, someone will always ask me, how do you get your inner corner so thin? And I'm like, it's this eyeliner. I love this eyeliner only for this reason. Like you can also tightline, so I'm actually gonna also tightline my upper waterline using this, but for the most part I use this only for my inner corner. Okay, for lashes today I'm taking the Lily lashes, and these are in the style Miami, but this is light, so Miami light. These ones, I'm trying them for the first time, and I want them to be fluttery and like really girly, so that's what I'm gonna use today. I'm also just gonna do my mascara first to get it over with. I'm taking the Bad Gal Bang, and I'm just doing a really thin coat of top mascara. Okay, never mind. I'm not using those Lily Lashes light. I'll use them next time because they're brand new. Like I'm trying to go for like a pretty subtle type of glam, soft glam. So I'm just taking these lashes. I don't know what they are. I think there's the Sephora brand lashes. So I'm just gonna pop these on instead. Alright, now I'm taking the shade Yugo and I'm gonna put that in my lower lash line. I'm not doing eyeliner inside my lower waterline today. And then I'm taking the shade OG and I'm putting that on top to buff it out some more. And I'm taking the shade Anastasia on a small brush and I'm just popping that right into this inner section. Yes?
Hey.
Hi. Okay, good. I'm almost ready.
Okay, I gotta iron my clothes. You don't need to iron anything, right?
No, look at me. I'm already ready.
Alright.
Alright, now I'm just gonna put some mascara on my lower lashes. Danish just got back from picking up our food and I'm still not ready. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with this clip because it keeps falling out. Alright, last step, highlighter. I'm taking MAC. This is in the shade Oh Darling. It's the Extra Dimension Skin Finish. And I'm just softly applying it. Alright, last step for lips. I'm taking the Pat McGrath Labs lip pencil. This is in the shade Buff. I'm so hungry. My stomach is like growling. And then I'm going over it with Sephora Cream Lip Stain in the number 72. Alright, that's the best I can do with this clip now. I kind of like bobby pinned and tucked it underneath my hair, but I think this is good. Hi.
Hey.
I'm ready. I like you.
With or without?
Without.
Alright, I'm going downstairs to prepare dinner.
Okay.
I'll let you know when it's ready.
Okay. And that's it for this Get Ready With Me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys check out the vlog if you haven't seen it already, where we do our anniversary dinner night at home. That's what I'm getting ready for right now. But yeah, I'm going to continue vlogging because the night's not over. So I'm about to go and figure out what's happening downstairs. I still haven't seen it yet, so I'm excited to go and check it out. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!